guys, how you going? So another week here on the homestead over and done with. It's been a really good week. I finally got the perimeter fencing finished for this year. We won't be doing any more fencing until the start of next year, mostly because concrete has to be above 5 degrees to set properly, and we're getting temperatures that are dropping below that. So in a couple of weeks it is going to be down to the minuses, I assume. Things are getting autumny. The trees are changing colours, and as you can see, the sun's gone today. Um, and so this week, what I've mostly been concentrating on is soil preservation and soil maintenance. I've got 3 or 4 things that I'm doing, so I'll show you each one of those. And yeah, that's what we're going to be seeing this week. So anyway, guys, I hope you've had a fantastic week. Hope you've done everything you've enjoyed, and I will, of course, talk to you soon. Have a good one. Okay, so this is the first sort of land management I use, and it's just covering the ground with tarpaulins to kill off everything underneath. It is really bad for the land. If you leave it on, I mean, I leave this on for 6 months, maybe even a year, and it does damage the soil underneath, but that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to kill everything, so all of this weed pressure goes away, and you start off with sterile soil. It doesn't take long for the microbes and worms and everything to move back in once you uncover, but it is very, very bad for soil health in the short term. So we'll cover this, and then we will actually move in some other living soil and some compost once this all comes off in a year or so. So of course the second way I've been maintaining the soil health, this is very, very thick mulch. That's the ground level there. As you can see, there's about a foot of mulch. It has actually started sprouting grass on top, but that's not a problem. We are going to be adding more mulch as well. So that's the second thing I'm doing to preserve the soil health. All this is got a year to rot down to go into this field, and next year, well, the year after next, we'll be back growing here. Alright, so this is the third method of soil health soil health management that I've been using. What I've done is I've taken all of the crops that were grown here and some more, and then I just drop them where they are, and then let them compost for a while, chop them, and then let them compost for a while longer. So all of the corn that was grown this year was dumped here, and all of the sunflowers that were grown this year were dumped here. And as you can see, mostly we've got a much nicer brown loamier soil than we started with that yellowy sandy soil. And I mean, there's still a hell of a lot of biological material, and some of those corn stalks are going to take ages to break down, but it means that the soil's going to hold more water, and it's got a lot more nutrients. It also means that we haven't actually taken anything out of the soil, so the corn that grows up pulls up a hell of a lot of nitrogen and phosphorus and potassium, and when you drop those exactly where they are, the soil stays perfectly balanced because the soil gets back the nutrients that the corn has pulled out. So this is the drop and chop method, we'll call it, but it's a very quick way to bring a field back to health. That's because we grew here this year, and we are growing here next year. Next year we're growing potatoes on this area. And of course the fourth thing we're doing is greenhouse assisted composting. So under here we've added a load more stuff to it. It's already dropped a hell of a lot again, but so in there, all of this is a huge thing of compost. We're going to end up making 2 cubic meters of compost, and then that's just going to go onto the fields, and that will of course improve soil health massively. And this is of course the fifth thing we're doing for soil management. In here we have lots of walnuts on the left, and on the right it's conkers, and I don't know, can't remember, it might just be conkers. We have got some sweet chestnuts and acorns in other tubs, but of course the best thing you can do for soil health is to grow a forest. So we are of course slowly turning this field into a forest. You can see the little trees there. It's going to be a mix of fruit, nuts, and deciduous lumber trees, and obviously a couple of softwood pines add one each year.
Welcome to Jurassic Park. They do move.